Okay, we are live.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Lottie. What are you drinking today?
Tea, what I drink every day.
I know you've got a drink there. Tea.
I do. It's my tea. I like drinking tea. Where's our live? Oh, here it is. Let me click on that. I got a reminder about our live right now. What are you drinking, Teri?
Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid? Really?
Yeah. I didn't want to do an energy drink, but I've got a little bit of a headache, so I probably should have, but
I don't know. I don't know.
I didn't want to do coffee this late.
Oh, wait, I got to turn off the sound on this thing. All right. All right.
Hi, Amby. Welcome in.
Hi, Amby. From your creative corner of creation. I like that.
Yeah. Original. She's original.
Yes, she is. She is. Stay true to yourself. Always.
So you're working on your mat, I see.
Yeah, I'm working on my mat. I have 2 finished already. And, oh, good Lord. I got it all tangled up because, you know, the cats really adore the plastic. And so every time I work on it, I just have a fight on my hands with the cats. I already loaded up the car with the other 2 mats. You know, they take up quite a lot of space, you know. So I'm working on my 3rd one for now. We'll
Hi,
see how
Donna.
long.
Welcome in.
Hi, Donna.
Hi, Kathy. Welcome in.
Hi, Kathy. Everybody's on time.
Yeah.
I
sent out a message to them.
Oh, you did? Did you message every subscriber?
No.
Yeah.
So for you ladies who are in there, remember that if you made anything for donation this month, if you send me a picture in my email, then I will enter you into the challenge giveaway.
Yeah. So you guys have our vibe together. Yeah. This is how we are, period, with each other. Yeah. And then Teri wants to live side by side. Can you imagine? Heaven forbid. I don't know how we would be together.
And Lottie keeps telling me no.
I can only handle, you know, Teri every so often. Okay. No. No, I never said no. I kind of like the little layout that you send us.
An hour once a month,
huh? No, you know that layout of the houses together. She sent me a picture of these 2 container homes side by side, and they were like, they had a deck that was connected them together from one container house to another, and that would be, you know, our deck. And I told her the door would stay closed all the time. That's okay. Yeah, our vibe.
Yeah, she told me she knows how to lock the door.
Yeah.
I can't imagine anybody wanting to lock me out.
You know, I kind of wonder, you know, because we have like a long distance relationship, if you think about it, you know, like if we were in each other's space like all the time, would we still like each other? You know what I mean?
Hi, Pamela. Welcome in.
Hi, Pamela. You know, don't you wonder that sometimes? Would we still be the same way?
Yeah.
So we were just talking.
I don't know, depending on if I irritated you that day or not.
Yeah, I know. That's true. And it happens quite
I
often.
can't afford to be buying new gifts every day.
We were talking before we came on live, how busy our day was today. It's like some days you could just like have nothing to do, right? And it's really lazy and bumming. You don't even like get dressed or anything. And other days you're just like constantly on the go. And how quickly today went by, Did anyone do anything special today? How was all of your days? Did you have a quick day today, or did it like really lag? You know how sometimes at work you're like watching that clock to just keep moving, please. It was like that when we, because I had to work when it was the time change. And let me tell you, it was like the longest night of my life. And when that clock changed back an hour back, it was like, oh no, come on. You could do lives in the same room. Oh my gosh, Amby, really? I have actually an image of that, of us, eventually having like a live when we meet, when we get together. I was going to say when we meet. We'll do a live. Like when you come here, we'll do a surprise live together, Wouldn't that be
you
cool?
want me to come there?
Well, I can hardly stop you if you're going to come out here.
Exactly. You see the attitude I get. Now, Amby, Donna, Kathy, they all want me to go visit them.
Sure. I'm sure they do. Yeah.
So we can do a live in the room.
We can do a live. Yeah, definitely. And then that will be like a surprise thing. We'll have to do something special, for that live. I don't know. We got some time to plan, right?
We do something special every time.
Well, we do something special every time, but this will be extra special. It's like a 50th anniversary.
Oh.
It's special because it's 50 years. It's not 3 years, There's certain things that are extra special,
Hi, Tammy. Welcome in.
Hi, Tammy. Oh, a baby blanket. Oh.
She's doing a baby blanket with the yarn you sent her.
Oh, this is that, Tammy. Funny. I was just telling Teri about that because it sounds so funny. Like, yeah, she just received it now. Hi, AJ.
Hi, AJ. Welcome in.
I'm glad I messaged you then, Tammy, because I don't know. I just like, I need to find out, even though it's been like a month, but.
I don't do that. I don't message my people.
You don't, huh? Well, the only reason was I was getting.
No, I just figure if they don't get it, they'll tell me.
Well, I think Tammy was being nice, like thinking that it might take a while, but it was actually, she knows where. If she wants to tell everybody, it's on her, but. But that was only because I was getting the
stamp. Lottie sent out the prize last. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it got delivered like the first week in November. And I kept getting this message in my spam like all the time, like, from the post office. And I go, maybe I better find out.
And here she gets it the end of November.
Yeah. And I'm like, I better find out from her. Maybe it's a real thing, but it was just spam.
Yeah, those spams, boy, those come all the time.
Yeah. So he just forgot to bring it in the house.
And my spam isn't even addressed to me. It's not even addressed to a Gmail account. It's addressed to an AOL account.
Really? Huh. I get quite a lot.
Teri K or Teri M or Teri, at AOL. All of them at AOL. I'm like, what the heck? This is Gmail.
I know. I go in there every day and I clean it out because it's like so much of it, especially now, with Christmas and all. Oh yeah, man, Tammy. What did you think, Tammy, when you didn't get it for like a month? Did you think that I forgot or something? Like, where the heck is that price? Oh, I can barely see. But I'm glad you got it. I'm glad you got it, and that's all that matters, So.
And she's using it right now.
Yeah,
right at this very moment.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad.
Amby said, "Did you fry it up and eat it?"
And what? What does she mean by that, Amby?
I'm not
sure. I'm not sure either.
I've heard of that happening before to someone else where their spouse picked up the package and put it in the car and forgot to ever take it out or let them know it got there.
Oh, really, Tammy? I'm glad. I'm glad that, that people are getting yarn, for the prices that you never had before. So this way you get to experience them, especially in Canada. I'm not sure if do you guys have the same thing we do? Do you have the same stores and things? So it's nice when you get something that you've never had before. I'm glad you're enjoying it, because that's always nice, I actually like any kind of yarn.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's always nice to get yarn. It really is, see. Oh, look, it does. Oh, we got night buck. I didn't even know that was like I always thought people did that, like you did that. I didn't know that it happened on its own.
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. AJ helped me set it up.
Okay. Okay.
She had to teach me how to do it so we could do it.
Good. That because you're the technical person. You learn all that stuff.
That's right. Okay, are we ready to get started?
Yeah. Did you want to do the projects first?
It doesn't matter to me. Is that what you want to do?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what you got planned. What do you got planned? The projects first or the...
All right, let's see if I can share the screen. If I remember how.
I'm not that interesting of a person. They may not want to hear about me. So I know Amby, she needs to teach all of us that. Somebody's got to know what they're doing. They got to be that techno person, Oh my goodness.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, which one are you doing first?
Yours.
Oh, okay. So my project, this is the last project for the year, for a while, for probably
2 years.
I had to do a curtain, so I sent her a picture.
Can you see that?
No. Now, I do not have any curtain rods or anything in the house. I only have blinds. So I don't even have anything to hang it in. So when I hung it on the window, I used thumbtacks. So I hope it came out looking okay, like decent hanging. Oh, here it is. Can they see that? Oh. That looks pretty good, but you got to make it bigger so people can. Well, I hope they can see it. I know what it is, but can you see the curtain, you guys? It is actually, it's done in the jasmine print. Maybe I should bring it up close to, and it's done in the DK weight, in an ivory. And it's about 60 inches long. I actually did it in the same length like if you would buy a curtain. and I measured my window, and that's what I put it on. I don't know if you can see the pattern that it is, and it's more, well, I guess the reflection of the window from outside, you can see it more, but so that's what it is. It's just the DK weight. It's in ivory, and it's in the jasmine design, the pattern itself. I think I was supposed to have it upside down, you know, with the, you know, the jazz, just flip it upside down, but I already drew the, you know, where you put the curtain rod in. I already did that, and then I thought, well, wait a minute, I think I'm supposed to have, you know, flipped it. So let's say it's an upside down jasmine.
Well, you can do it. I mean, you know, it's your curtain. You can hang it however you want.
Yeah. Well, I hope it came out looking better than, you know, but, you know, there it is. I am going to do a video on my channel more in depth about it, you know, like what I would do different, what I wouldn't do different. You know what I mean? More in depth on that. So, yeah, there's it is. I'm happy with it. What did you do? Because I didn't even see what you were working on.
I know.
I know. So I told her she could have made anything. She could have made anything, and we would have. Are you wearing it?
Here's my sleeves.
Oh, that's pretty.
And I have that on my belt too.
Oh, so you're flashing people, huh? You're flashing people when you're walking.
You better believe it, baby.
You're doing a little sneak a peek. That's very pretty.
And all I can say is Donna saved my life when I had to do this, because I would have never got it done otherwise.
Yes. Yes, Donna, you saved her life. That is very nice. That's a lot of work. That's very nice. And I normally don't see you wearing any long sleeve or anything. So that's going to be nice for you. I'm glad you made yourself.
Yeah, but I'm going to be cold when I go out.
What?
Thank you, everyone.
You're so funny.
It might be cold, so I need long sleeves.
Well, don't worry, because you're going to be like, because of those, you know, where your embroidery is there, you know, that lattice work there, that's going to be your breezy. So you can wear it in the summer and in the winter. See, you can get a breeze going.
Yeah.
It's like an air conditioner. Well, you did a good job. You wanted to make your own wearable. So there you go. See?
Yeah. You wanted to make curtains. There you go. See?
There you go. I'm going to make more, and I'm going to use thread this time.
The challenge was great.
Yeah, it did. A lot, and I was worried about it all year. I dreaded doing the stinking curtains all year, and and we kind of agreed that I would do that last, you know. But now that I did it, it's kind of like the socks. I was scared to do the socks, but now that I did it, I want to do them all the time, you know. So I am going to make more curtains, actually.
That's why I put them on your challenge wheel.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Teri. Thank you.
I wanted you to expand your horizons.
Yes, you just wanted me to sweat. Let's be honest.
And see, now you're glad that I did it.
Yeah.
So we have no wheel for tonight because we are going to take December off, and we're switching things up a little for January of next year.
Yes, and I'm very grateful.
I'm not.
Why, you missed that?
Yes, but you know, you have to admit, it pushed us to do things we wouldn't have otherwise done.
Yeah, that's true. It did. It did push us to do a lot of things, yes. But I think we weren't realistic in that a lot of these items required more than a month. And that's why we were so off track. Yeah. And I think that's why we were so off track with these lives in the beginning, for majority of the time, because there's no way we could have done those in a month, a lot of these challenges, you know, and still do what we're doing in our everyday life. So that was not realistic, you know, but now that we know what we're doing, we're going to do something different.
Well, we did do it in these last 2 months. We did it in a month. Hi, Marcel. Welcome to our live. Blessings to you too.
Well, hi. Oh, that's one virtuous woman. Oh, okay, Marcel. Nice to meet you. Mm-hmm. I am going
she
to.
Made me my glitter cup, that says Nana's crochet ideas on it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Yes. All right, now I know. Now I can put 2 and 2 together. Yes, Ambi, I know that's a big thread project. That's why I wanted to try it with something other than using the thread, because I know that that's going to take a long time to do that. Oh, well. Hi, Missy.
Hi, Missy. Welcome in.
Yes.
Okay, so you ready, Lottie?
Yeah, go ahead. Again, I'm going to say for myself, the rules are I can refuse an answer, or I could just tell you some other baloney.
No, that was your rules, not mine.
Oh. You poor people. You're going to have to hear all about me.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Go ahead.
What made you start your YouTube channel?
Oh, I knew you were going to ask me that. Why did I start my YouTube channel? Because this was just another extension of what I was doing. Enjoying the journey didn't start with the YouTube channel. Enjoying the journey started back in 2011. And I've already been and done other things. And I wanted to really do another platform. I started with a blog. Then it went into the ministry. And then I wanted to do another platform. I wanted to show people that you could have a chronic illness and still lead a very purposeful life. And I find that people are really afraid of that word cancer. And there's still, I have people that tell me that they didn't want to come to my channel first because they didn't like that word, the name of it or whatever. So when I came on, that was my main purpose. And that is my main purpose, even of my blog and all. It was always to show people that you can live a purposeful life, have meaning in your life. It doesn't matter if you have cancer, or if you are like yourself in a wheelchair, or if you have a chronic illness. There are many people out there who deal with a chronic illness every single day. So that is one of the reasons why. And I also found that there is a lot of misconception about cancer too. People are afraid of it. So anyway, that's the short end of the reason, one of the reasons. I really.
Okay, hi Diana, welcome in.
Who did we? Oh, hi Diana. So yeah, that was one of the reasons. Yeah. Just because I don't want to go on a boom boom on that. Yeah.
Okay, so why enjoying the journey? When people think about cancer, enjoying the journey is not the first thing that comes to mind.
No, it's not. And that was actually not really the original title of my blog. When I started up first of all, I have a stage 3 ovarian cancer, which is a recurrent cancer. I mean, it will always be coming back. So I've had cancer come back 4 times in 12 years. All right. So when it came back the second time around, that's when I really thought I was going to die. And I started writing this blog. And I quickly realized, because right after that bout, I got another one. It came back again. And I quickly realized that this is going to become my lifestyle. Dealing with cancer, having go in and out of remission was going to be my regular life. So I have to adapt and adjust to this life. Do you know what I mean? That was the whole, because originally the blog was second time around, but I quickly, like I said, when it became, right after that one, 2013 rolled around, got it again. 2015, another bout, you know, like it just kept coming back to back with my cancer. You know, I was coming out of remission constantly, and I realized that this is going to be my lifestyle, something I have to deal with. So that's why.
Okay, but now it's been how long?
This is the longest I have been in remission, which is 6 years. I have never been this long. The longest I've ever been in remission was 4.5. Yeah. So, I mean, technically, with my recurring cancer, I can go back out of remission anytime. But on the other hand, maybe I'll be one of the lucky, you know, and not have to deal with it ever again. Who knows? You know, I am a Christian. I could say that, you know what, maybe Jesus is choosing to heal me. I don't know. I've never been in the remission this long before. This is kind of rare for me. And you know, the thing is, when you go in and out of remission like that, a remission is actually, as much as you think it's a blessing, it's also like you're waiting for that shoe to drop. You know, you are almost making plans too far ahead is not something that you do. You really don't. You know, when somebody asks you, you know, hey, in 2024, let's go for a trip. I can't even think that far ahead, you know, because that's not how I live. So yes, I can't believe I've been in remission this long. But I can very easily go back for my next checkup and it's back again. The only good thing that's always kind of saved me with my is that I regularly kept my checkups, so they would catch it right away when it would start growing again. You know, so we were able to right away attack it right away before it got out of hand. You know, like the first time. Well, there you go. Sorry.
So when you started watching YouTube, did you start watching crochet things right away, or was it other things that interested you?
No,
so I know you watch a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I do. And actually, I originally, I was never big on social media at all until I started writing my blog in 2011. And my kids had to like force me to come on Facebook and be modern like everybody else. And once I did, I kind of got hooked. I started following this one lady that I really love her very much because, you know, I love tiny houses. I love tiny dwellings. And she started actually be a fellow blogger, and she started Finesse. That's what her name is, Ariel. And she was blogging about her tiny house that she got. And this is 8 years ago. And then she went on YouTube. And she stopped writing. And I was kind of mad at her, like, why you stop writing? Why go on this other social media? So I went and I watched her on YouTube. That was, you know, and then I got introduced. Then I started looking for other cancer people. Because, you know, there's communities, right? There's a yarny community. There's a, you know, what do you call those? You know, like junk journal communities, you know, there's journaling, there's all kind of communities, right? There's gaming communities. Well, there's really no community for cancer people because I quickly found out I don't belong in any group because people that had cancer, they would post videos while they're going through cancer, but then when they would finish with their cancer, they would leave or they would die. So there's no community for me to, you know, like engage in, like, you know what I'm saying, you guys? So I've always been kind of like that. I'm the outcast. I don't have a community. So that's who I watched. I loved watching her. The whole tiny house movement.
So AJ said, I understand that, Lottie. I do not make future plans so far ahead either. Missy said she's adding you to her prayer list, and Amby said she's so happy you've been in remission that long, and she also will be adding you. She'll be praying you stay in remission.
Oh, well, thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Yes. Yeah. So that's why I think that, you know, it's great, you know, like when people are in a community, because then you kind of support each other, you know. And I think for me, maybe it got a lot of people think, and I get this asked a lot, is like, why did you put that title on your, you know, why you got that title of all titles? Well, this title existed long before any of my YouTube things ever existed. You know what I mean? So, you know,
Yeah.
I'm just sticking with something that I've had for 11 years, you know. Well, anyway, go on. I tend to gab too much, so you got to interrupt me and tell me to shut up so you can ask a question.
If a movie was being made about your life, who would you want to play you?
Oh, well, I'm going to tell you, but I don't even know if she's alive. So all my life, I have been told that I look like Penny Marshall, especially when she was younger and played, what was that, Laverne and Shirley?
Yeah. Oh, Laverne and Shirley. Yeah.
Laverne and Shirley. So when I was growing up, everybody would tell me how I look like Penny Marshall. So I'm going to tell you, who's by my feet? One of the cats is by me. Oh, it's Savannah. And the movie, I'm going to tell you what movie I would call, you know, my life after. And I would have her play me, because I have been compared to her all the time. And I never thought she was good looking. So I was always like, why you all compare me to Laverne? So I would have Penny Marshall, and I would, did you ask me what movie represents my life?
No, but you were going to tell us. You can tell us if you want.
Oh, Sleeping with the Enemy. Oh, go ahead. Never mind.
Okay, so do you collect anything?
I collect a lot of things, and some things I've stopped collecting. I love books. You cannot, I get, you know, when Emily, my daughter, she sees me walking with books, she's like, just turn around, stop bringing any more in. I used to collect when I was younger, and I stopped. I have a lot of music boxes that I collected for my daughter, which, you know, you collect it for them, but they don't even like it.
Yeah.
When they're little. So she had, and I've done carousels. I have teacups, china sets, like, you know, I have a lot of children's classics that I've collected to pass, everything to pass on, you know. I just hope I have somebody to pass on to. That's what I collect. How are you
going to move all that stuff in a tiny house?
Don't worry about it. How are you going to move your whole life into a van? You know, always trying to, you know.
What is your most prized possession and why?
Oh, I don't know. That's a tough one, but I'm going to become very spiritual with you right now, okay? And I have a lot.
Surprise!
I'm a what? What you going to say?
Surprise!
I am a very passionate person, and you know that. I love everything that I do. I love what I'm doing. But my prized possession, well, I'm almost embarrassed to say it, but I'm going to say my Bible. My son gave me a Bible many years ago when he became born again believer first in our family, and he gave me a Bible, and I have this Bible, and I'm going to say the Bible, and it's actually for like for beginners, you know, so you can understand the wording and all. And I've always thought about I'm going to get a new one because I feel like maybe I graduated but I'm holding on to it because I've written in there, I drew in there, I've got, you know what I mean? It's, you know, it's like how many years has it been? 16 years, you know, that I've had it, and it's me, it's mine. So my life would have not been what it is now if I had not accepted Jesus in my life. And that's what I'm going to say. So I'm sorry if that is boring for some people. So that's my prized possession.
What is on your bucket list?
I have 3 things I want to do. I knew you were going to ask me that, so I thought about it. See, I can read you so
How did you
clearly,
know?
lady. I knew it. I knew it. I thought about it. But this is what I do at middle of the night when I'm working a night shift and there's nobody else around. I just think like that. There's three things I want to do. And one I want to do is I would love to have a family reunion for my family. Like, I'm usually the one that like gets everything together. So I would love to host a family reunion and get all of our family members that are spread out across the 50 states, and we're just really spread out. I would love to get us all together for like a weekend. I have this image that, they can all camp out. I have a tent, 6 people person, bring your camper, bring your tents, and just like camp out in the backyard for a whole family weekend. That's one thing I would love to do. Second thing I would like to do is I would love to travel, take like the summer and just go through the 50 states in your leisure and just go visiting. I think we have a beautiful country. And I think there's a lot of beautiful states with beautiful scenery, beautiful things to see. And I would like to do that. And the third thing I would like to do is I would love to hibernate for the entire winter, lock myself in the house and not go out for the whole winter. Just give me the internet, make sure I have my food and, my yarn, and that just don't bother me. I'll come out in the spring. I really want to do that.
So you want to travel this summer and then go
Yeah,
home and hibernate for the winter.
Yeah. That's all I want to do. I don't want to, I guess because I came from Europe, so, I've seen Europe.
Alrighty then. What is something that always makes you smile? Bet you didn't think I'd ask that one.
No, I didn't. Well, I have a positive outlook. I mean, no matter what, I like to look at things. I really enjoy, I don't know, I enjoy children. I think they're beautiful. They make me smile. I have not seen an ugly baby yet. I think children are precious and beautiful, and they just make me smile. They're so natural and carefree, and they don't hold anything back. They tell you how it is. They're just, we grow protective as we age, but children are as natural as they come, and they make me smile with the things they say. Whatever a child tells you, it's the honest truth. Let me tell you.
You don't know my grandkids.
Well, they're always on their best behavior when they talk to me. So
I know. Hi.
I didn't hear you. You broke up.
What would your warning label say?
What would my what?
Warning label say.
What would my warning label say? Ooh. I don't know. That's a good one. Don't shake her too much. She might explode. I don't know. I can get real, I can be I'm passionate, period. You know that. So if I need to, I'm one of those people that I will stop. If I see something that shouldn't be happening, I will stop and I will say something. I am one of those people. So don't shake me too hard. I may just explode. So
what do you think would most impress your 5-year-old self?
Oh my goodness. What would most impress? Well, when I was 5 years old, I was in Poland and it was communist. So I think anything would have impressed me then because, I didn't see a lot of things. It was different coming here. you know, compared to what was going there, you know. So I
Yeah.
think just the abundance of things impressed me when I came to this country. Because I was 7 years old, 5 years old, I was still back in Poland. And it was a communist country. It was a different lifestyle, totally different life. And so I think everything, the abundance of things would have impressed me. There's a huge abundance here in America that people don't realize how much, how great the country is compared to everywhere else. Really. That's my answer, and I'm sticking with it. So. My 15-year-old self, oh my goodness. You know what I would tell my 15-year-old self? Stay home. Don't go out. Be a good girl.
No, what do you think would most impress her about how your life has turned out now? How about that?
Maybe that I kept it together. Maybe surprised that I turned out well at all. You know, I think that as a 15-year-old, and she looked back at the fact that I even had children, probably would have been like, wow, that was never on my agenda at all. And I never even really thought about having children or any of that. So just the fact, I think a lot of, you know, that I had children even would have impressed her.
Okay. What was your favorite age growing up?
I'm going to say 30.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think 30 is a good age, because I think when you're 30, you really know what you want in life. I think when you're 30, you're pretty well, you know, I stayed true to what I wanted. When I was 18, I wanted something different. When I was 20, I wanted something different. You know, but when you're 30, you kind of, I think you decide, I knew what I wanted, and I kind of stayed that course. So if you could say I was a late bloomer.
Okay, so I was going to tell you to talk briefly about your other projects, but you kind of touched on them anyway. You have the blog, you have the ministry.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have the chronic illness group.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Did I leave anything out?
Well, I did start out something. I did start out like a spiritual page. You know, I've been, like I said, I am a born again believer. I am a Christian. It's a side of me that is important to me. And I've noticed that when I would post things, you know, on my page, for instance, that were very spiritual, and it's maybe something that I was reading and I thought, hey, this is good, let me post it. People right away assume that there's something going on in your life. You know, like, oh, let me pray for you. And that's not really what. So I thought, you know what, let me start a page where I can just post things like that, just spiritual and encouraging. So that's what I've done. So I do have a page like that, and I post things like there, and you know, anybody needs encouragements, or, you know, you can go there, and hopefully it will encourage people and give them something to look forward to, or get them out of a, you know, dump.
So do you want to tell them what that page is?
Well, that is, it's on my page too. It's on my, it is in my description. I've talked about it before, you just never. It's called For the Sinner and the Saved. So it's for everyone. That's what I call it, the sinner and the saved. It is in my description.
Andy writes, I'm 35 and I don't know shit.
And you don't know what? Where's she at? Which one is that?
Almost on the bottom.
Oh, she likes my bucket list. And Diana says she has an aunt that had she wore out 3 Bibles in her lifetime. That is awesome. And let's see, where does she say that?
Down, 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 down.
I do not see that. Say it again. Tell me again.
I'm 35 and I don't know shit.
You know plenty. I bet you know plenty. You don't know what you want? Are you married, Amby? Is Amby
No.
married?
No.
So you don't know what you want yet?
See it now?
But that's okay. What is that?
That is Christina. She knows I'm on a live. I don't know why she has to call me now.
Oh,
Drives me crazy.
okay,
Okay, what are your pet peeves?
My pet peeves? Oh, I don't like bullies. Oh my gosh, I do not like bullies. I am one of those people. I will step in. I don't like that. It just burns me with bullies. I do not like that. That I think is my number 1 pet peeve. I was also always raised, my parents were very strict. And I mean, my parents used the belt. That was just, how we were raised. And like, we could not ever make fun of somebody that had a disability or like, or anything. We couldn't even say, like my parents' friends, if they come over, we could never call them by their first name. It was always Mr. and Mrs., or Miss Mary or Mr. Frank, they were very strict like that. So when I see things, when people are like, where they're so disrespectful, where they bully people, or even there's a lot of bullying in adults. Yeah. Shocking, isn't it? So much bullying at work in adults, and that just burns me. It just burns me. That's my number 1 pet peeve. I don't like that. I get real passionate.
And then they teach it to their kids.
And they teach it. And this is adults. I think it's worse in adults than it is in the school. Adults do it all the time. We do it all the time. I see it at work all the time. I just burns me when I see that. And no
kids. Are you
kids.
more of an extrovert or an introvert?
Oh, I am an introvert, although everybody thinks I'm an extrovert because I'm, I talk a lot. But right? Teri, I have this rule of thumb. Do you guys ever hear of Joyce Myers? She used to have this saying that I am everything to everybody from 7 a.m. to about 5 p.m. I will be here. You can call me, talk to me, whatever. But after 5 p.m., it's my time. I am one of those people like that. I love my own time. And if I don't have if days go by without me having some alone time, I get crabby. Like I need to, and by my time, I'm talking about here I am, with my hook, crocheting, quiet, I like to have that. I can't just because I can chit chat, but that's exhausting. All this chit chatting. You are an extrovert, although people probably think you're an introvert, but you like people. You like being around people all the time, and see, right?
No, I'm an introvert.
No, you're not.
Okay. And that's what people say to you. All right. This is your final question, okay?
Oh, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Yeah.
What is one story you love to tell but rarely get the chance?
Oh, there is no story that I don't get to tell. I am an interrupter. You know that. I will get my story told, okay? There is no story that you're not going to hear from me. You're going to get it.
You're not going to tell us a story, your favorite story?
What story is that? I always have a story. My kids always tell me like,
what your favorite story is. Your favorite story.
My kids tell me this all the time. Mom, get to the point. Stop with these stories.
Okay, do any of you have questions for Lottie? Because she really wants to be asked more questions.
No, stop. I think there's people here that are making comments. I think Deb has MS. Deb, have you always had MS? Is this something recent that you found out? I'm just asking because I do know quite a few people that have MS. I was just wondering. Yeah. Because I would put, yeah. It's not about being social or not. The thing about being an introvert, yeah. It's how you recharge. Yeah, that's true. That's how I need to recharge. We call it in our household, we call it de-stress. Like whenever we would, you know, have a hectic day, it would be like, okay, everybody go in your room. We need to de-stress, you know, because you can't just be, you got to unload doing what you like to do, you know, whatever that may be, you know. You know,
yeah, that's
we
why
all
she
have.
thinks she can't live by me.
Huh? What did you say?
That's why you think you can't live by me. I won't give you that de-stress time.
Well, let me tell you, I know what a lock is, you know.
Yeah, you said that before.
What's your most unusual skill, Lottie? And Teri. Oh my goodness. I don't know. A skill can be a talent or it can be just, I don't know. What's my unusual skill? What about you, Teri? What's your unusual skill?
I don't know. What would make it unusual? I mean, there's not much about me that's usual, so.
I'm gonna say I have a lot of empathy for people. Let's put it that way. I have a lot of empathy for people. I don't know if that's a skill, but you know, compassion. You know, pain is pain. You know, it doesn't matter. I love how the doctors ask you, like, you know, rate your pain from 1 to 10. It's pain is pain, whether it's 1 or 10. You know. I can speak 2 languages.
I think Donna speaks like 4 or 5.
Huh? Donna's 4 or 5.
Yeah, Lottie. Ambi asked, what's your favorite color?
Oh, my colors, I like darker colors. I am like, you know, greens and blues and grays, and I'm not into pastels. I've never been into pastels, although I definitely do not like white. Oh my gosh, no. You know,
You don't like white?
I do not like white. I think that's because my mom loves bleach. And I'm like, my mom would bleach everything. We never had tan or pink in our house. Everything was just white, you know. No yellow either, because she would just bleach everything and everything would come out white. My mom. And white to me is like, you can never ever get it white like you bought it in a store.
Right.
Okay. It's once you get it, you know, wash it again, you never get it as clean as you bought it. That super white clean. It always comes out kind of dull, you know. So I have this. It's a color that just dirties really fast, you know.
Okay, so Donna says in about our most unusual skill that it's something you can do that would surprise those who know you.
Oh, well, I don't know.
What can you tell me that I don't know yet?
I know. She thinks she knows everything about me. That's the scary part. I don't know. What don't you know about me? An unusual talent. I can multitask. unlike anybody else. I will tell you, I can do literally. I thrive on that. I thrive on but she knows that. You know that though, don't you? What didn't you know about me? There's nothing that she doesn't know that would surprise her. Trust me. I think if I got married, that would surprise you.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know.
We met
She
on
knows
YouTube.
everything. Huh?
Even on your phone?
I am on a live.
I don't know. How did you and I meet? Do you remember how you and I met?
Yeah.
She was doing this, her premiere haul. I remember this so well because I believe this is where it started. Remember that, Teri? You were sitting on the bed and you were showing, and you had your shorts on, and you had this big box of premiere, and you were showing your haul. Are you listening?
I'm sorry.
I'm joking. And she says to me, and I said, "Oh wow, look at this beautiful that's beautiful yarn." And then she replies to me in the comments. She goes, "Did you want some?" Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "Sure." And that started a relationship back and forth. That's how we met. We have never officially met face to face, right, Teri? I think it would shock me if I really saw how tall you are, or like, how we really look. Like we only seen each other from the chest up, If we really saw how we look, right, Teri, that would really, be like, whoa, is that really you there, Teri? Would you recognize me walking down the street? Like, is that Lottie down there?
Yeah, I would.
You think so?
I thought we met over Sharon's blanket.
No, that was afterwards.
Was it?
You sent me the yarn, and then we started, like going on each other's channel. And then you said you were doing the Sharon's blanket, and I started to sharing it with you. And I remember that one time you said that made me smile. You want to talk about what made me smile? Because I would plug Sharon's blanket, the raffle that you were doing. And you said on your live, he says, well, I'm trying to get the word out about this raffle. Lottie's mentioned it like 100 times already. That made me smile that you singled me out, but that was afterwards. But I was just shocked. You said, did you want some yarn? I said, yeah, I'll take some yarn. And you sent me a whole box of yarn. And then we just started, and then I binge watched you. And then that was it. It just began, and once she attaches herself to you, man, let me tell you. And then it starts like any relationship, I don't think there's anything about you that would surprise me. You know what would surprise me? If you would I would see you and you would do you know that her talent? I don't know if many people know this, but her nails. She makes beautiful nails. She does her nails really nice up. I don't know if people know that about you.
Yeah, most people notice the nails.
Yeah, but they think that's fake though.
Yeah.
That's not fake. Yeah, it's not. It's a real thing. It's an artist.
I don't know how it's going to go though. Once I go out on the road, it's going to be a little harder to keep up.
How? Why?
Oh, because it'll be cold. I don't know if I'm going to have electricity, things like that.
Oh, and you need all that?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I didn't know. I don't even know what goes into this. It's like a magical, overnight, your nails just turn into this, this artwork.
Yeah, but it takes me a whole day to do it.
Good Lord.
I mean, like a good solid 8 hours at least.
You're going to have plenty of time. The time is not going to change for you. You're still going to do what you're doing, you know.
I'm going to be driving, though. I'm going to be visiting that I don't do now.
Okay, here's a question from Ambi. And she says, oh, okay, where am I? Yeah. Yes,
Diana says you are blessed that you have such a good
I was
friend.
going to say that you are very blessed to have me as your friend, but okay. You know, listen, Diana. There's any way of looking at it. You can look at it at different ways. But Ambi asked if you could go back to any period in time, where would you go? I already know where I would go, but I probably is not a very realistic view of it, but I would love to go to England, back in the Victorian era, you know, where I have a little tiny cottage and where everybody speaks, you know, my lord and my lady, and, you know, that kind of thing. I like all those manners. I like all that whole era. I love it. What about you, Teri? Where do you want to go?
I love the dresses of the era.
Well, that's a lot of dress to wear.
I know.
So when do you want to, what era do you want to go back to?
I forget. I think I've answered this for Ambi, but I don't remember what I said.
Well, she probably, you know, well, let's
I would
see.
have to go way back before my time, that's for sure.
Oh, wow. Wow. For your time. What did she say, Ambi? Do you remember what she told you?
Did you see if Nightbot put your channel up?
Whose
Your
channel?
link?
Whose
Yours.
link? No, I didn't ask for it. I didn't say drop. I haven't been
No,
looking
but
at it.
it should be programmed in there.
Oh, yeah? I don't know. I have been listening. Well, it's got Nana's. I don't know. Okay, so what else? She never asked that one, but yeah, see that? Yeah. Oh, back in 2019, is that where you want to go to, Deb? And why is 2019? Why that? That must be a special year. I got that. Oh.
Type drop in, Lottie. I don't see it, but it should be on here. I wonder why it's not working. It was on last
I
time.
don't know. Oh, there it is. Hey, mine's highlighted in orange. And how are you doing, Deb, with it, with your diagnosis? Like what stage are you at with MS? Because there's different levels. I do know that. I have a good friend who's been diagnosed and she's doing okay. And then I also know someone who's in a wheelchair because of it already. So I know with the progression depends on the person.
I know that my cousin has MS and she is in some kind of trial thing with a special new medication that is supposed to like postpone the progression. And it seems to be working for her so far.
Yeah, they can do a lot now. That's why. So Donna asked if you could take a free trip anywhere in the world, where would you go? Ooh, I would go to like Scotland or Ireland. I would go to like anywhere that I love, a lot of greenery, you know, anywhere like that. I love to go to that olden time where there's cottages. I love those nice little cottages. I want to go out there. That's beautiful country. Almost anywhere you go is it. This world is beautiful, you guys. It is just amazing, beautiful. You know, Canada is beautiful. You know, just amazing. Where would you go, Teri?
Well, you ruined it for me.
Why?
Because I'd go to Ireland.
Well, so what? Oh, so you see, in other words, if I go to Ireland and she goes there too, then I'm just going to ruin the whole trip for her. You see that? I'll go to Scotland while you're in Ireland, then we can flip flop, okay?
No, then I'll go to England, not Scotland.
Okay, so Amby wants to know if we like the heat or the cold.
In weather or drinks?
It's not about drinks. I like all 4 seasons. I cannot have just one temperature atmosphere. I enjoy all 4 seasons. I have to have both.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't like it really hot, but I don't mind it cold, except that my hands and feet get so cold because of the neuropathy that I can't. It feels like they're frozen through the bone, and I can't, like, warming them up is almost impossible when they get that cold. So I guess I would maybe rather have heat than cold. I don't know. If I could keep them warm, my hands and feet, I'd be okay, but it's hard.
You got to put on some pants. You're always in those shorts.
I have pants on.
Oh, today she's got pants on, but normally it's shorts she's wearing, you know.
Because it's hot here. You know, we only have hot or cold. I don't get all 4 seasons. I've never experienced all 4 seasons before.
Well, you're going to experience it in the coming year. Oh, around the world. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. I mean, there's so much to see, you know, like, I mean, such a beautiful world. I mean, I was just looking at Iceland. I mean, everything is beautiful, just like the Northern Lights and Alaska. And I mean, there's so much to see. Idaho is beautiful. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, I would just, I mean, this world is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. We just don't take the time to go and look at it, you know.
Well, it costs a lot of money.
Well, yeah, you know, this who invented this money thing? I really want to talk to this person. We were just fine when we were bartering, you know. We could barter for things. So Deb goes, her knee, it feels like it's on fire and it comes and goes. I'm glad, you know. So how are you mentally with your MS? Are you, do you think you have adapted, or are you still struggling in some areas? You know, I ask that to everyone because that's very important, that you deal with also the mental part of whatever your illness is.
Yeah.
And that's very important because your mental health is just as important as your physical. And sometimes, you know, we're always, there's always something new that you have to adjust to and deal with. You're never really done dealing with your illness. There's always something new, you know, that you got to face, you know. Any fictional world? What world would you go into? Oh, I want to go to Miss Marple's world. And I want to live in the cottage that she has in this beautiful little village. And I want to drink afternoon tea and crumpets and these delicious little cakes and have a maid that can serve me. And I can just go around and solve all the murder mysteries while I'm knitting.
While you're knitting?
While I'm knitting. She knits.
Ooh.
I can knit. I never see her.
Huh?
I never see Miss Marple finish anything, but I see her constantly knitting a little piece, you know. So I never see anything finished. So I can do that too. New Zealand, Scotland, all that is beautiful. You know, there's so much out there.
Well, see, Amber, you're still young. You don't have kids or a husband. You can go do all those things.
Yes, you can. Because, you know,
Because we're old.
what else do we got? Oh, my goodness. You know what it is that we already lived so much and we're so worn out.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. Yeah.
Lottie, don't they say that if your cancer's in remission for 7 years, it probably won't come back?
I've never heard that. I've heard, I've never heard that. I don't, cancer. There's a great documentary on PBS. If you can ever look it up, there was a 10-part series that they did, and they really delved into cancer itself and how it spreads and how unique it is, that they cannot even, how it can grow in one spot and then it can come back 10 years later at another spot. Like it almost like it gets smarter with every bout of cancer you have. Cancer is intelligent. And one of my mother's closest friends had breast cancer. She was in remission for over 10 years. It came back and it went metastasized into her bones, and it just, it took her. I don't think, you don't really get rid of cancer like they think. You put it to sleep. You where it doesn't grow. You just like, you put it to sleep. You shrink it down or to a tiny little cell, and you just hope that it doesn't awaken and start growing. But so I don't know, but you have to come to terms with things like this. This is what I was saying, that when you have an illness, you have to come to terms with what you're facing. And one of the things you have to face is, what if I do die? What if this is, the end for me? You have to face these things. And it comes with acceptance, my whole, even now you may think, well, what could I possibly have to learn? Look at my whole appearance changed since my cancer. Like I've gained weight, like that was like a hard thing for me to look at myself, like, who is this overweight woman? And I'll probably never ever go back to being the size that I was. But but it's a struggle, is what I'm saying. We're all dealing with things. But I don't know about that. Nobody can predict anything. So I don't know. We shall see.
Yeah, my aunt had breast cancer. Maybe 20 or 30 years later, she got lung cancer and it took her.
Yeah, it can happen. And it's not even, a lot of times the things that develop from the illness, something else develops, infections or ammonia or pneumonia and things like that. And that will get you, or whatever medication you're on, it can induce a heart attack, or it can induce a stroke. All these other things are side effects. So it might not even be that kills you, but it's all the other stuff that can kill you from, that led from that. So,
Okay, read Namby's comment.
Read whose comment?
Amby's.
She said, if you could go into any fictional world. I said that.
No. Is that the last one you see?
She said, awesome.
No, she wrote, there's this thing you gotta have. It has dead people on it, and without it, you can't do much of anything.
Where do you see that? How come I don't see any of these things? Is she asking a riddle?
I'm not.
I'm
not sure that's why I wanted you to do it. So
okay,
look on somewhere up on the top of your screen and see if it says live chat or top chat.
It says top chat.
Okay, you need to put live chat. You need to click it and change it to live chat.
Okay, boss. So
And
Deb
then you'll
said,
be able to see everything.
okay, here it comes. Okay. Oh, there's the thing. There's this thing you gotta have. It has dead people on it. And without it, you can't do much of anything. Oh, yeah. What is that, Ambi?
It's money.
Uh, that's Deb says, I live my life one day at a time. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's the only way to live it. But it's really hard to make plans. I've always been an organizer. Like I like things, with lists and things like that. And it's hard to do that beyond the week or the month. You know what I mean? It's hard to do that, to make plans like for the year or anything. It's really hard to do because you can't even picture things like that.
Oh, so that's why you don't want to make plans for me to come and see you.
Yeah, that's the reason, Teri. That's the exact reason. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank
I'm
you.
so glad you clarified that.
You might only have top chat. Oh, there you go. Yes. Thank you, AJ. That's exactly why. And AJ says, I live my life one heartbeat at a time. Exactly. You cannot. And I think that's why it makes you more enjoy your life a little bit more, where you kind of pick and choose your battles. You don't get upset over everything. Okay. It's come on, let's. And I think that's what changed in my life, because I don't think I was like that before my cancer. I think I was just very, like I said, I was ready, I didn't laugh as much, I don't think, is what I'm saying. Yeah, it makes you more, So Ambi says, you were saying I could do stuff because I was young, but no matter your age, without money, you can't do anything. Yeah, like the big stuff. The big stuff you can't. Yeah. But I guess, as you also have to see what is actually important to you. When it comes down to where you're thinking, well, I only got a year to live, or maybe I only got 2 years to live. What would you do at that time? I bet you wouldn't do a lot of those things. You would really kind of narrow it down to what's more important. Like I said, I work in a senior facility now. I work in a retirement home, and I'm going to tell you guys, a lot of them have regrets. Mostly men have a lot of regrets in their lives, and they wish the biggest regrets. They wish that they had a better relationship with certain people in their life. That's a big thing for them. They wish they had different,
What about the women?
The women don't even talk about their husbands or anything. It's amazing. Like, they talk about their children, and they talk about their mothers a lot, their moms and their children. But they do not talk about their husbands at all. Like, very rarely you have them mention something. I did have a one or two that were very, like, almost when their husbands passed, they were just besides themselves. They could not, they couldn't function without them. You know what I mean? And they ended up going into a retirement home because they just couldn't even, they were so used to them, the husband taking care of things and, taking charge, that they couldn't do it on their own. But that's very rare,
Okay, shall we wrap it up?
Sure, wrap it up. It is Christmas,
That it is. Okay, so don't forget to send in your pictures of your donated items.
Yeah. Obviously, Teri wants to put more items on the wheel, so send her some pictures.
Because I know that there's people who donate who haven't sent me pictures. That's why.
So Deb says, if I was told that to me, I would live every day like it was my last. Absolutely, Deb. You should do that. Yeah. And AJ says, when I was diagnosed as HIV positive, I tried to change the relationships in my life. But unfortunately, my family, who I have tried hard to make see things differently, are in denial. Yes. Yes. There's
Look,
always going to
Ann,
be.
put your channel up.
Huh?
Look.
Oh, thank you. Unfortunately, AJ, I think we all have that family member or that friend or whoever that just will never see that. I think we all can name someone in our life that we wish that we could fix that relationship, or, you know, and you keep extending your hand and they just keep, you know, but at least you can say that you have tried, you know, you have tried, and you can live your life and saying that, you know, I have tried to reach out. I have tried to do that. And, you know, it's much better to say I have tried than to say I wish I had tried, you know.
Right.
But, yeah. What do you mean you haven't made anything, Amby? You made something, didn't you? Look, I'm gonna tell you a little tidbit. Teri, close your ears right now. Close your ears. You don't need to hear this. Amby, go in your closet, pick out something you made from like 2 months ago. She won't know. And send her a picture.
Lottie Krol.
It's all just for fun. We're having fun. So next month, you guys, when we meet here on our last Wednesday of the month, we will be playing trivia. So bring in your thinking hats, because you'll be having some trivia. We'll have some fun. We're going to have real fun. So did you learn something new about me that you didn't know, Teri? Look, look, look. She's thinking. Oh, Lord. I can see the light bulb appear above her head. Good heavens. Here it comes.
I don't think so.
That's what I mean, you know. How can I?
I
Any
knew that you were
specific
gonna. I knew you were gonna answer the enjoying the journey the way you did.
Oh, you did? How did you know that?
Because I know you.
Jeez, I need to put on a mask, like change my whole person. Amby, we're going to have all kinds of trivia. We're going to have fun trivia, and I'm going to give like either this answer or that answer, and you're going to choose one or the other, and we're just going to have fun with it. It's going to be fun.
I
trivia.
did learn something.
What did you learn? Oh, you took notes?
No, I'm reviewing my questions.
I'm telling you, she's going to message me back later and say, okay, on this question, you said.
I'm going to say, you said blah, 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 but I thought blah, 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 blah was the answer.
Well, see, she thinks she's in my head telling me how to answer. You see that?
The prized possession. I think I didn't know.
What
that.
did you think I was going to say?
I had no idea.
Really? That was a tough one. But I'm not going to say nothing materialistic, because when it comes down to it, my relationship with Jesus and my cancer have been the most life-changing moments of my life. That have really been. Once you have something you're going through, if you haven't, for you, you know what I'm talking about, Teri. When you go through a traumatic event in your life, especially when it's with your health, it changes your whole outlook on life. It changes everything in your life. So, you know, that is the most transformational, those two events in my life, you know. Oh, well, let's see.
Donna wants to know, what's your second language?
Well, my second language is English. My first language is Polish, because I was born in Poland, and I came here to this country with my parents when I was 7 years old. And that was back in 1973 when I was 7 years old. So I will be turning 58 in January, and I have been here 50 years. So that's my that's my first language. My second language is English.
Okay,
Is
Deb,
it
so
right?
send me a picture by midnight tonight, and I will
Yes,
enter
Deb.
you in the challenge.
That's right. And then yes, and then she'll spin the wheel, Deb, and who knows, she might just land on your name, and then you might win a prize. What's today's prize? Is it a mystery again?
No, I told what it was if you watched my videos.
You did. I don't remember. Good Lord. Let me see. I have to go back to see what it is.
No, I just told it a few videos ago. It's 2 cakes of comfy cotton in blue.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
I did that
Yeah,
just for you, you know.
I know, because I was gonna say you never tell what you give. I always like, what does she give? I want to know.
I know, and it
wanna
drives you
see it.
crazy, but most of the people who win on my months have channels and they post what they win.
Uh-huh. So I get the people that I never that don't have a channel.
Right. So Priscilla's one.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. Come on, Teri.
Anna's one. She has
Who?
a channel.
Oh, Anna. Yeah. Anna. Yes. Oh, no. Dad.
Oh, you don't have to. Oh, I know what she's saying. She's saying for her to ship it.
Yeah.
Okay, Deb, so here's the thing. Let me explain what it is. So
Yeah.
every month, Lottie and I on the 1st have a challenge for the month. And so for the month of November, it was that you needed to make something that you donate. Doesn't matter where you donate it to or who you donate it to. So you could take it to the senior citizen home by you, or something, or take it to a hospital or whatever.
Give it to your neighbor.
And that works. That's all you have to do is take a picture of what you made, send me the picture to my email, which is nanascrochet-ideas@gmail.com by midnight tonight, and you will be on the wheel. And then in probably about 3 days, I post the winner, because I need to make sure that I get everybody and I didn't miss anything. And I do a bunch of second checks and third checks to make sure that I didn't miss somebody.
I know.
Before I put the video out. And then I have
very by the book.
Huh?
I said you're by the book. You're very by the book. Oh my goodness, yes.
It drives her nuts too, because she's not.
I'm not. And no, because this is supposed to be fun. Oh, this is a good one, Donna. See, you may not know that, but she is very by the book. It is to a T. Like if I said Sunday night, I meant Sunday night. She's to a book, right? You should have been a police officer.
Well, we have rules. That's all. We have rules, so I try to stick to them.
So if we were a police officer, if we were cops, I would be the good cop and she'd be the bad cop, because I'd be like, oh man, come on, we got this, don't worry about it. I'm your friend. And she'd be like, no. I will throw the book at you.
Boy, you make me out to be such a bad guy. I'm telling you.
I'm telling you. I hope it's working. No. Yeah, that's how it is, Deb. And we just have fun with it, because people crochet anyway. You crochet, you make items. So we just try to make it fun while we're crocheting. And then, kind of bless our subscribers for joining in and watching us, So here's the prize. If you win, it's just a little trinket. It's just something small, that because we appreciate that. We appreciate people coming in and watching and participating, and and we open it up to everyone. A lot of times, it's only open to people that have channels, and it's not. It's just it's to help everyone, right? Include everyone, right, boss lady?
Yeah.
Yeah. It should be in her description box. If you look in the description of the live here, it should be in there. Did you put it in there?
Yeah, I always do.
Yeah, it's in there. So you can go on her. Yeah, I see it right now. So if you go on in her description, you'll see her email address over there. And
I tried to type it in my chat, but it said an error occurred on YouTube. This is usually temporary. Wait a moment, then try again.
oh wow, an error! You made an error onto YouTube.
I'm telling you. Ay, 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 ay.
I know. I know.
Okay. So we've been on an hour and a half, and we are going to close.
I've
Good
seen
night,
this lady
everyone.
too long.
Thanks for coming. I hope you had fun and you learned lots of things about Lottie.
You don't want to poor people. Have a great week, everyone. And we shall see you soon. Bye-bye.